I'm Lucie Fink, and this week is 5 days of art. This past Fashion Week, Refinery29 hosted our second annual immersive pop-up funhouse, 29 rooms. This year's event took place in a huge warehouse in Bushwick that's filled with art, culture, style, technology, and of course, 29 rooms that you can walk through and engage with. But each room offered a unique experiential way of interacting with art. And being exposed to so much creativity and magic made me wonder, if I tried 5 days of art, how could adding this type of art and creativity to my life affect my week? Living in New York City, there are a ton of places I could start, but I chose a comics and illustration class at the 92nd Street Y, a place where I know there's a huge diverse range of art courses available. The class covered a lot of different stuff. Drawing the human figure, which is very hard and needs to be proportional, down to outlining it with a paint pen and then using watercolor to add some color and contrast. I drew myself and made Lucy into a comic. Huge eyes, obviously. And then I put a cape on myself that said TLWL. Try living with Lucy. Hand lettered on a donut.
I like your style.
What could be more perfect than a superhero wearing a donut cape? Do we look alike? I really want to emphasize that art comes in so many different forms, and it's really important to use your imagination and ask yourself what's most relevant to you in your life and your interests. Because truthfully, art is everywhere. Everything is art. For me, I'm obsessed with stop motion video. I've been using my Instagram feed as a place to share this work for over a year now. But since I've started my job at Refinery29, I've gotten extremely caught up and busy at making these videos right here. So I honestly haven't had that much time in the past year to just play around and make stop motions for fun and for practice. So today I took the entire Tuesday off from work, #work from home, and I played around with stop motion. Stop motion is a series of still images that, when strung together, create a video that makes objects look as if they're moving on their own. This is something that I learned entirely on my own through Googling, watching how-to videos, and ever since the start, I've been extremely scrappy with it. I shoot it on my cell phone. I don't have expensive cameras or fancy equipment. I only just recently invested in some good studio lighting, but before that, I used to use my desk lamp, and I'd flip my phone down and tape it onto a chair, flip it over, set the desk lamp up, boom, you got a studio. And when I'm done, I take the series of stills and I edit them together using my video editing software on my computer, and voila! I have a video. Every time I put a video like this together, I think, maybe it's not gonna be that great this time, but every time it comes out, I look at it and I'm like, this is magic. While stop motion is something that I've been playing around with for a long time, today I wanted to dive into another art form that I just picked up recently: cinemagraphs. Cinemagraphs are still photos that have minor elements of movement to them. They're starting to pop up more and more in advertising and editorial content, and I'm particularly intrigued by them because they're so visually interesting. Sometimes you see a cinemagraph and it takes you a few seconds of staring at it to realize that it's not a still photo, but that a little piece of it is moving. Using an app called Cinemagraph Pro, I spent some time out and about today making art. Putting a cinemagraph together using Photoshop is kind of labor intensive, takes a lot of time, and definitely takes a lot of skill and knowledge of the software to do it. But using Cinemagraph Pro, it is a piece of cinemagraph cake. The app makes it so simple. All you need to do is record the video, and then you just touch the area where you want the movement to happen, and then the rest of the photo is frozen still. Even though people have been making cinemagraphs for, I think, almost 5 years now, I'm still under the assumption that this is sort of a mysterious and unknown art form to the everyday average person. But as a digital producer, I like to stay at the forefront of these cutting-edge technologies and really understand from the inside out how to use them. Hi guys! Just showered, and you're about to find out why. Today, I tried becoming a piece of art. I invited a body painter to my rooftop, and this was her canvas. I was initially skeptical on whether or not this was considered doing art, but actually she explained to me why I, as the subject, am a huge part of the final outcome and the actual piece of art that's being created.
Body painting wouldn't be body painting unless we were working together. I really respect the model because I couldn't do it without you. It's definitely a collaborative experience where you kind of enter this space that's extremely intimate. You lend yourself to me as a canvas, but I am working with you. And it's much different than painting a canvas because that's flat, it's 2D, and you're trying to make it something that it's not. But with the body, it's already 3D.
Jen's subjects are normally 100% naked. I wore clothes because YouTube. The curvature and shape of my body and the energy that I was exuding, all of that together helped inform her creative decisions about what colors to use and what shapes to do. By standing on my roof deck and letting a woman paint me, I was actually making art. But this was the first piece of art that I tried this week that I don't get to keep. And I really think the fact that Jen's art is so ephemeral is what makes it really special and unique. I might not look like a unicorn anymore, but I sure as hell feel like one. Friday! And for my final art project of the week, I went up to my cameraman Andrew's 6-story walk-up apartment in Chinatown. This dude's a camera operator, an editor, a skateboarder, and wait for it, un artiste. He's always painting windowsills, stretching canvas, bending wire, sawing tables, you know. His apartment is filled with original artwork. It's a colorful burst of energy and life. And he has a stunning view of the Manhattan Bridge that I just could not resist painting. Andrew helped me build a frame, and then we stretched muslin over it to make me a canvas. Then he set me up in front of the window, and I painted the view. To wake up, set up yourself a nice workstation, and then just paint what you see is such a relaxing way to start the day. And it also makes you look at the world around you a little bit differently. This is a bridge that I see every day, and now when I look at it, I see something completely new. From a cartooning class to a bunch of digital media art forms, to becoming a work of art myself and eventually just painting the view in front of me, this week's art has been not only physically stimulating, but also mentally challenging as well. I put a lot of thought into this week's artwork, and I hope to be flexing my creative muscle like this again sometime soon. What are your favorite art forms to try? Let me know below in the comments, and as always, tell me what you want to see me try next time on Try Living with Lucie. Hey YouTube, it's Lucie Fink from Refinery29, but you already know that because you've been watching this video. Click here to watch another episode of Try Living with Lucie, and here to subscribe to Refinery29 and help us achieve our goal. Tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your dog, but either way, click here.